Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for March 31st, 2017. For the final day in March, we are going to have a rain-filled day, and starting off with showers this morning. This is a look at the morning hours, just some steady showers across the region, and then I think a more concentrated area of rain will come through during the afternoon and especially during the evening hours that will enhance rainfall as we have one area of low pressure moving off to the northwest of the coverage area that is going to transfer its energy down to another area of low pressure near the Delmarva region, and then that one's going to take over as a primary and head out in this direction like this. Once that transfer is complete, that will enhance rainfall, especially over anywhere from I-78, the I-78 corridor in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and points south and east. I do think we get some pretty good rainfall out of this, generally 1.5 to 2 inches in the basically in the center sections of our coverage area. Maybe only slightly less down by the shore, but not by much. And same thing on the northwest fringe, just because the heaviest rain for that second batch that's coming in is going to be a little bit further south than you. And here we go into the afternoon hours on Friday. We can see that heavy rain starting to take shape here with this area of low pressure now taking over as the primary, sitting right here over the Delmarva, and some pretty heavy rainfall rates. So I am worried about flash flooding across this area, some low-lying and poor drainage area, urban area type flooding that will take place later this afternoon and evening especially, and that will continue through about, I'll say about midnight or so, and then after that we start to see this low pressure start to move away, and this is a look at very late at night, still some residual showers. As we get into early Saturday morning, could be a leftover shower early on, but I think most of the activity is over with, and we're just talking about clouds dealing in the morning that will give way to partial clearing in the afternoon as this begins to pull away. And I don't think all of your Saturday is too bad. I think the better part of the day will be the second half, and then we get into Sunday. It's going to be a much better day. We'll get into that in a second. Let's get over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. Start this off at 8 a.m. You do see some very pockets of showers across the region. This is just showery type weather in the morning. So if you are heading off to work in the morning, you will need an umbrella, but it does look like it's more, just more showery, not some heavy rain yet. There also may be some of the higher tops up here in the Poconos, very high elevations. You might have temperatures flirting near the 32-degree mark and might have some icy spots initially to start. I don't think that lasts very long, though, and not a big concern. And that erodes, and then we get into the late morning hours. We can see the rain starting to pick up in intensity a little bit, and we get through the afternoon. It's a pretty much solid rainfall. Now, once we get to the late afternoon, though, you see some embedded yellows coming in here. This is because at this point the area of low pressure is redeveloping right down here, and that's going to take this big slug of moisture and it's going to take it northeast on an east-northeast heading, and that's going to get even worse or at least more intense as it moves northeast as this low pressure begins to develop offshore. And we go a little bit further from this. You can see that here we get to 6 p.m., 7, 8, and it's really coming down here at this point. By the time we get to 11, it's pretty much over New Jersey and extreme eastern PA at this point, but you can see some pretty heavy rain still occurring during the evening hours, all the way up to about midnight, and then finally, as we get into the wee hours of the morning, just after midnight here at 2 a.m., you still see some heavy rain going on in parts of northern New Jersey and central New Jersey, but we're starting to get more showery here back into Pennsylvania. Here's 5 a.m. and then there's 8 a.m. and you can see most, if not all, of the activity has subsided at this point as this system is not pulling away, and then we expect that trend to continue. Here's 11 a.m. Saturday. You can see it's dry, probably still cloudy at this point for most areas, or at least mostly cloudy, but we are expecting skies to become at least some partial clearing later in the afternoon on Saturday after the system pulls away. So let's get into Sunday now. Sunday's going to be the best day of the weekend, and we're going to have high pressure that's going to be sitting right over us pretty much. It's going to be sitting right about here, just south of us, and that's going to give us a nice bright sunny day on Sunday, to chance to dry out a little bit. And temperatures are going to actually be slightly above normal for this time of year, so it'll actually be a pretty nice day to be outdoors if you have any cleanup to do or anything like that. Of course, there will be no rain mentions at all. The next day we have to deal with next system we have to deal with is very similar in a lot of ways to the first. It just won't be dealing with redevelopment, it doesn't look like, at least not at this point. But this looks like increasing clouds on Monday. May have some showers coming in very late in the day. Okay, and here's this system right here pushing toward the region. And the European model yesterday was not enthused with this, but is now back to being enthused over our area again. So this could be another significant rainfall event. Here is the evening hours on Monday night.
And then here is overnight, Monday night. It's going to get another round of significant rainfall. I will say one thing about this. I'm going to highlight an area here in a second. Let me get past this map here because I want to show you this one is going to be moving off. This is during the day on Tuesday. Some residual showers hanging around for most of the day, so you won't have a break really here on Tuesday until you get later in the day or at night. I do want to highlight, now that I'm off this map and this system's moving away, the drought areas, the worst drought areas in our region is right through here. This is the areas that are in the worst drought right now, and that just happens to be where we expect the heaviest rainfall to not only fall for today and tonight, but also, as projected right now, what's going to fall Monday night and Tuesday. So this will be very beneficial for those areas, and I don't think we're going to have any drought concerns going forward after at least this event, but maybe also this one Monday night and Tuesday. But as this system pulls away, we're now looking at Wednesday. We have a partly cloudy day in between systems. Another system is going to come in behind it that looks to come in. It doesn't look like a big deal right now, but it could be. We'll just have to wait and see. This is next. Looking at next Wednesday night and Thursday with some more showers coming through the picture with this wave. So it's just a steady rain, a steady wave train here of unsettled weather every 2 or 3 days, and that's going to continue for a while for the upcoming week, it looks like. April showers bring May flowers, they say, so we'll see. Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich, and that's your outlook for March 31st, 2017. Have a great Friday.